Hey guys, so today I'm gonna be looking at people who witnessed a karma justice moment. So yeah, let's just get right into the video. The other day, I was taking my dog for a walk around the neighborhood. She squatted down to take a poop and I reached for my doggy bags only to realize I was fresh out. So I peeked around making sure nobody was looking and I just left it. 10 minutes later, I'm walking across the road and I cut through a thin grass median in the center, and what do you know? I step in dog poop. I wasn't even mad, I knew I deserved it. It was their own karma. Oh man. I mean, well, it wasn't like they wanted to just leave it. When I was a kid, I threw a basketball into a puddle in front of a friend of mine, splashing him. I'm walking backwards, pointing and laughing. I then turn around right into a pole and knock myself out. Wow, these are all happening to the people that are telling the stories. I was at a party one time and this one girl couldn't stop talking bad about this other girl that was coming to her party. The other girl shows up and this dude picked her up and hugged her and spun her around in a way where her foot kicked the girl that was talking bad right in the head/face while she was sitting on the couch. Her beer spilled all over her and she caught a black eye. Is she like trying to make the other people at the party hate that girl as well? Like honestly, just keep it to yourself, okay? Sitting on a highway late at night because of a bad car accident. The highway was packed and barely moving. One guy thinks he's smarter than everyone else and tries to drive on the shoulder. He makes it a good little ways before running into an on-ramp, also packed with cars. He had nowhere to go and no one let him in. He was stuck between cars in the rightmost lane and cars from the on-ramp. Everyone stuck bumper to bumper and flowed around him. I went from watching him pass me and almost getting out of my view to passing him and losing sight of him in my rear view. That's what you get, okay? I honestly love how everyone's teaming against him. Like seriously, just follow the rules, okay? Just be patient. I got rear-ended in a turn lane by a girl texting. She was doing 45 miles per hour and I was stopped. No major injuries. I went to her court date hoping she got a big fine or something. She got a $50 ticket. I was a little bit upset. As I was sitting at the stoplight to pull out of the court, I watched her run a red light and T-bone a cop. I don't normally laugh at other people's misfortune, however, I laughed my butt off at that one. She didn't learn at all, like she got a ticket and she just didn't care and she did it again. Girl, that's honestly just so sad. Some people just don't learn, even though they get in trouble, they still do it again. Makes me mad. I was kicking a customer out for being racist and cursing at one of my employees. He yelled offensive stuff all and then he tried to slam the door on his way out. But he had one of those things on it that makes the door close slowly. He pushed it hard, it didn't budge and he slipped and fell on the floor. We had a good laugh. Oh, jeez. Even the door knows he's a bad person. Like, is it that hard to keep it in? They can't keep it in. When I was in first grade, my class had recess and this bully pushed me to the ground. I fell and was about to go off on the kid when this fourth grader came over, lifted the kid up and took the kid over to the principal. How big is the fourth grader? Like, he lifted another kid up and just took him to the principal. That's so funny, honestly. This kid is like a superhero. My dad kicked our dog because it was standing in front of the fridge and he wanted a beer. But as soon as he opened the fridge, the shelf that was holding the beer fell off and every single can busted open. That's what he deserves, honestly. How dare you kick a dog? How dare you? Just be patient. The dog will move. Jeez. Like, if he was about to open the fridge, the dog would have moved anyways, okay? Dogs are smart, alright? You don't have to kick them to get them out of the way. Woman on a cell phone runs me off the road, flips me off for laying on the horn. The road dead ends a mile up the road. She was going right and I was a ways back going left. A van was in front of her at the red light and she just plows into the back of it. I slowed down as I passed with the window down. Running me off the road wasn't enough to get your attention, huh? She flips out. I laugh and drive off into the sunset. I honestly hate it when people drive dangerously on the road. Like, it's so easy for accidents to happen on the road, so please drive safely. I worked as a bartender at a bowling alley. For some reason, one of the other bartenders hated me. She was constantly poaching people on my side. We split tips, and whenever it was her turn to count them down, I know she wasn't splitting them properly. Tried to get the scheduling manager to put her on my days. One of my regulars even said she caught her pocketing tips and not putting them in our communal bucket while I was working with her. What? She's stealing everyone else's tips? How dare she? Well, tournament season started, which everyone dreaded / looked forward to. Dreaded because the shifts were twice or 3 times as long as normal and there was a constant rush of people at the bar. Looked forward to because shifts were 2 or 3 times as long as normal and there was a constant rush of people at the bar, so we'd make as much in a day as we did in a week. Well, the first tournament was teams that she considered hers. They bowled on her side on days she worked, so she knew them well and was looking forward to their tournament tips. She came in, saw that I was scheduled to bartend that day and flipped out. She started ranting to the manager, who happened to be the scheduling manager, and the owner of the place happened to be standing there. The owner pretty much said I was one of the better bartenders, so I was getting put on the tournaments, and if she didn't like it, she could just leave. My coworker left, and then I got to work her normal shifts as well. She is so greedy, honestly. Like, come on, share. Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.